Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's going on, my friends? We're seeing Ethereum is gearing up for a massive pump to the upside. The technical analysis shows that. We're seeing that billions of dollars are flowing into the Bitcoin ecosystem. And what is happening right now might be the final big push one more time to the upside, although uncertainty is certainly also increasing right now. And all the analysts this week are on the crypto charts. Are we going higher, or is there going to be a deeper pullback? All of that in today's video, so let's discuss that, guys. So what we are seeing right now, Bitcoin trading $105,300 right now, consolidating around the previous all-time highs of $108,000. So this is not really that bearish over here. It's pretty understandable that Bitcoin is trading at this level after a massive pump for like 7 consecutive weeks, which took Bitcoin from $75,000 to $111,000. So it's understandable to take a little bit of a breather over here. So it is not bearish over here. We did see the bearish engulfing candle, which I did not like how this week closed, but it's nothing short of extraordinary. It's totally normal thing. We see the momentum slightly shifting to the downside here on the weekly, but again, this doesn't mean that we are going into deeper dip. It actually means we can just consolidate a little bit before the next big move higher, and this is what it also suggests, because Ethereum is looking more bullish than Bitcoin over here on a weekly time frame. You can see this consolidating higher over here after a massive pump of the week on the 5th of May. And you can see over here that it is likely to be breaking out much higher for Ethereum. The next target is around $3,200 stop. And of course, I need to take the previous strong resistance of all-time high of $4,000. But let's see, Ethereum to BTC is showing strengths over here. So I bet right now that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin in the next while. Now, what we are seeing in the news, SEC just confirmed on CNBC that every bank and financial institution can now offer Bitcoin services, which is great. We're seeing Horizon is the first company that lets you reallocate trapped equity of your home into Bitcoin without monthly payment or new debt. So think about it. Turn your home into your personal Bitcoin treasury. That's just more money that is going to be flowing into the Bitcoin ecosystem. We're seeing huge news revolving that 21 Capital with Jack Mallers just bought 10,500 Bitcoin worth over $1 billion. It is crazy. He's racking up this Bitcoin so fast, faster than even Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. We're seeing the companies that are adopting the Bitcoin strategy are actually surging. We see publicly traded NBX surges 138% after adopting Bitcoin treasury strategy. The market is telling you we are going higher. We're seeing BlackRock just said financial advisors managing $100 trillion are coming to Bitcoin soon, which means supply shock incoming. There's going to be more demand for Bitcoin as financial advisors that will be legally able to offer this advice of buying Bitcoin. Is there a lot more demand coming? We see the world's richest man, Elon Musk, just brought up Bitcoin for the first time in 3 years. The last time he bought Bitcoin went up 50%, so buckle up for the ride. The Treasury Secretary Besson says US is never going to default on a $36 trillion debt, which is reassuring. I don't know, look at this US national debt chart. This is not your meme coin, this is a US national chart. It means the money is being devalued, and the whole financial management is not so well done. But that's why Bitcoin has been increasing value. $12 billion Bitwise revealed over 10 countries are buying 200,000 Bitcoin worth $20 billion this year. It is happening. The country's FOMO is real. And we're seeing the Lightning Network is actually pretty insane. How many transactions per second it can outperform Visa. It can outperform Solana with 65,000 transactions per second. It's 14 million transactions per second. This is betting on Bitcoin. Bet on Bitcoin. It's incredible because Lightning Network is on Bitcoin. So Jack Muller's 21 just added 29,300 Bitcoin worth $3 billion. Not like today, but over the course of the last couple of months. It's incredible. It is incredible. We see that Tether sends 37,000 Bitcoin worth almost $4 billion in total to the 21 capital. So they're definitely making the moves. Hong Kong's Reitar Logtech announced plans to acquire $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. More and more is coming. And the real estate giant Grant Cardone just said Bitcoin is going to $500,000. It is coming. So that's why I see Ethereum weekly shows it can pump to $4,000 in the next 4 to 5 weeks. We're seeing the weekly RSI breakout over here. We're seeing the bullish MACD crossover over here. We're seeing the price hold and jump above the weekly 200 moving average, and stochastic RSI showing bullish momentum. Continue inflowing into Ethereum ETF, which we're seeing over here. The Ethereum ETF is actually showing strengths as more and more funds are being accumulated more and more into the Ethereum ETF compared to Bitcoin ETFs actually being in the negative over the last handful of days. Interesting. So the funds are moving from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Something is happening over there right now. We are seeing that the MetaPlanet buys another 1,088 Bitcoin worth $114 million. Just more and more companies are piling up. We're seeing Robinhood has completed its acquisition of Bitstamp, bringing on a licensed global exchange with retail and institutional users across the European Union, UK, US, and Asia, which Robinhood is one of the biggest stock market exchanges in the world. We're seeing the Russia $626 billion state-owned Sberbank to launch Bitcoin derivatives and structured bonds. So they're embracing Bitcoin, which is great for the adoption overall. More Americans own Bitcoin than gold, and the amount owned is much greater. So the king of the store of value, gold versus Bitcoin, the long live the new king. That is what's happening right now. $500 billion stifle just allows financial advisors to sell Bitcoins to its clients. You can see what's going on. US pauses tariffs on select Chinese goods until end of August, and they're going to have a talk on the trade between US and China. So how it's going to impact the stock market and the crypto market with that. And according to rumor, BlackRock is pushing the SEC to approve the Ethereum staking ETF within 2 weeks. Of course, if that's going to happen, which I doubt it, but if that's going to happen, Ethereum can fly much higher. That's why I'm betting on Ethereum. On-chain activity is exploding. This is extremely bullish. Don't underestimate Ethereum. The altcoin season is still ahead. And of course, we're seeing the distribution of $5 billion payouts in the second creditor payment round of the FTX have begun a couple of days ago. This money is going to flow, of course, into crypto. So overall, what we're seeing right now is a great time, in my opinion, to be patient, and the patience will reward the brave. So it's highly likely, it seems like, that after a while of consolidating here, Ethereum is going to break to the upside and continue its momentum. The trend is your friend until proven otherwise, and the trend is going upwards on the Ethereum. If you look at the Solana, it's doing performing less well than Ethereum. It's kind of went down a little bit, but still the bullish structure remains over there for Solana. So altcoins are just itching to be pumped. So that's what I have for you guys. That's my news for today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and use the links down below to sign up to exchanges, get your bonuses, and I'm gonna see you in the next update of the Today's in Crypto show.